And this, right here, is the core of the problem. All right, let's get straight to it. Today we are breaking down a system for absolute financial control. And I want to be crystal clear from the start. This is not a suggestion. This is a command structure for your money. Let's begin.
So let me ask you a question, a real one. Will more money actually solve your financial problems? Is a bigger paycheck really the cure for all that financial stress? It's what most of us have been taught to believe, but we need to tear that idea apart right now.
Because the blunt truth is that belief is a trap. It's a dangerous illusion. Without a system, more money just means more reckless spending. You see, financial chaos isn't about the size of your income. It never was. It's about a complete lack of structure.
And this, right here, is the core of the problem. It's seeing your bank account as one single, murky pool of cash, a river with no channels. It means every dollar is just sitting there, up for grabs, ready to be consumed. And that mindset, well, it keeps you reacting instead of commanding.
So, it's time to abandon that view. Completely. You are not a consumer. You are the general. And your new command is this: every single dollar is a soldier. Every single one that comes into your possession gets a specific mission, assigned by you with absolute precision. No dollar is left idle, and no dollar is spent without your direct order.
This system that enforces this command is called categorized allocation. And look, this is not some friendly budget you try to stick to. It is a rigid, non-negotiable structure that forces, and I mean forces, a deliberate balance between what you need to survive today and what you must build for your future.
Your income will now be divided into these four, and only these four sections. Each one has a very clear purpose, and the order here is absolutely critical. So let's break down the first command.
Section 1 is all about your obligations. Think of this as the bedrock, the absolute foundation of your entire financial life. And if this foundation cracks, believe me, everything else comes crashing down with it.
And this is not an exaggeration. You must treat these payments with the seriousness of a heart attack. A failure to meet these obligations is a 5-alarm fire. Everything else in your financial life grinds to a halt until these are handled. They are your absolute #1 priority. Period.
So, what falls into this category? First, debt. These are the shackles on your future freedom, and you have to attack them. Second, housing. This is your core security. Third, any charity or zakat, which provides spiritual grounding. And finally, the essentials, utilities and groceries. This is the fuel for your existence.
Okay, on to Section 2, savings. Now, it is crucial that you understand this next point. Savings is not the same as investing. This account has a completely different, very short-term mission.
Here's the core difference, spelled out. Savings are for spending. You're saving to spend on a planned timeline, usually less than a year. We're talking about a vacation, a new computer, things like that. Investment, which we'll get to, is totally different. That's saving to grow your money for long-term liberation.
Now, the most critical mission, the absolute first priority for your savings account is to build an emergency fund. That means 3 to 6 months of your living expenses liquid and ready. This is your buffer. This is your shield against life's cruel and unpredictable nature. It's what ensures you don't slide right back into debt the moment a crisis hits.
All right, Section 3 is for luxuries. These are the things that, make life enjoyable, but they are fundamentally non-essential. And the rules for this category, they are absolutely ruthless.
Let's be perfectly clear. When your budget fails, if your income suddenly drops, or if your obligations unexpectedly rise, this category is the first to be eliminated. It is the first to die. No hesitation, no questions asked.
See, the thing is, you have to earn the right to spend money here. It's a conditional reward. If, and only if, your obligations are paid and your investments are funded, then, and only then, can you enjoy this money guilt-free. But it is strictly capped. Once that monthly allocation is gone, it's gone. You stop spending immediately.
And that brings us to the final and, frankly, the most powerful section, investment. This isn't about survival. This is not about short-term goals. This is about forging your path to true financial liberation.
This is where you send your money out to work for you, so that one day you are no longer forced to trade your time for money. You invest in your education, because your mind is without a doubt your greatest asset. You acquire assets, like stocks, that actually outpace inflation.
So that's the 4-part command. But what happens if the numbers just don't add up? What if your reality makes this feel
impossible. This is the most common challenge, right? Well, the system has a command for that exact scenario.
The instruction is direct. It is uncompromising. You cut your luxury budget to 0. Done. You might even have to pause your investments for a little while to viciously attack your debt. This isn't failure. This is a strategic retreat to strengthen your core position. Let that imbalance motivate you to either raise your income or slash expenses until all 4 sections can be funded properly again.
And here's the most important point of all. You are in command. You are the architect of your financial destiny. This 4-part system, it's not a set of friendly tips. It is the blueprint. Your mission is simple. Execute it.